Hey you, it's Jess here, and welcome to another Infinity Nikki gaming journal section. This is part 4, I believe, and I'm using an Archer and Olive A5 notebook, which is like pink and storybook, and I thought it was perfect for Nikki. Definitely check out the playlist if you want to see the other parts. It basically has a whole journal, except for some of the more practical pages that I did do on my own. But I will be doing a flip through once I finish this journal, which should actually align with 2.0 of the game. But a little brief thing before we get into everything. Obviously, this is a long video, so get your drinks and your snacks ready and chill, or maybe do some journaling with me. I probably won't be talking for the entire 40 minutes, but I will try. Otherwise, I'll do a little bit of music here and there. But I'll try and check in as much as possible. But yeah, Infinity Nikki is a live update gacha game, but you don't really need to do the gacha to enjoy the whole game. It's not a pay to win. You won't be locked out of any content if you don't do the gacha. So I like that about it, and it's mostly a dress-up game and open world adventure. They like to put lots of platforming and jumping puzzles and mini games in there as well. And yeah, I've been doing this journal just to sort of, they make all these really beautiful graphics for each season, and they also, the photography menu, like the photography in the game is just so fun and so good. The dressing up and just doing different photos. I just felt like, you know what, I could just print all of these out and just keep a record of all these things because it's just so fun. So that is what I'm doing. And I'm basically just documenting every update of the game. So we're going to be doing in this video 3 different updates, including the controversial 1.5, which I'm not going to get that into for me personally, because I actually didn't have any issues. A lot of people had bugs and stuff, but I was luckily I was pretty unscathed in 1.5, so I never really stopped playing it. I just continued on, and not that the boycott wasn't valid, so if you boycotted, that's fine. But for myself, I didn't have any issues, so I didn't really. But I have actually put, things in every survey, especially to do with the intro. I do agree with the intro being changed was really weird. And we'll get into that once we get to 1.5. Right now, we're in the blissful, unassuming realms of Revelry season at 1.4. And this was a cute little filler patch where the Feywish sprites, who are like those little blue creatures, they have, I don't know if it's every century, every 2 centuries, 1,000 years. I can't remember the timeline. But magically a stage comes out of the water near their Wishing Woods realm, and they have a big party. And we had the introduction of Long Momo that you can see there in the middle picture on the left-hand side. I love Long Momo. A lot of people are like, no, he's evil, but I freaking love Long Momo. This is sort of his. There was a platforming section which you kind of go through people's dreams and wishes that they feel like will never be fulfilled, and Momo's is that he wants to be long, so he can actually help Nikki better because he's very tiny usually. And it was a very cute little patch. I put in these clown core stickers from Scribble Prints Co. because we, as you can see here on this page, we got a jester outfit and some clown makeup. I also picked up this amazing queen outfit, which I just loved this style of it. I should point out that while I'm doing this journaling, I am using some specific items. The washi tape is all from Simply Gilded. Some of the stickers are from Scribble Prints Co. These are sticker books that I got off Amazon here that I'm loving for my Infinity Nikki journal. And I will try and link everything down below. And I also have these stickers that were made from the official Infinity Nikki emojis, like emotis, that they make for each patch of the different themes, and those were made for me by Planella. She made them for me privately because obviously they're copyright, so she's not going to be selling them. But definitely check out her shop anyway if you're interested in journaling and planning stickers. but because she has very good quality stickers. Also, apologies for my voiceover being a little choppy right now, but my cat is destroying stuff and she only does it when I start talking again for this voiceover, so it's very distracting. Hopefully I've stopped doing that now. But yeah, so I have all of the links to the things I use down below. And then of course I use some Tombow markers for the colors, which I don't always find that easy. I feel like I need some more colors that will go with these sort of red spreads, especially because we have another season coming up that's very red. Not in this journal part, but in the future. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, those sticker books from Amazon have just like carried this entire journal. But yeah, so what was I even talking about now? But yeah, so I like to do sort of a page about the new season coming up and maybe some information that they give us about the season. And then I also like to put in all of the shop things and the banner stuff. Mostly, I only put the stuff in that I actually buy or like I get. So I won't include every shop thing that comes out. I just put in what I like to collect. And then I only put in the banners that I pull for in here as well. And then obviously I like to put any pictures that I took during the update, which kind of like, just as a memory kind of keeping thing. I do put in this, we do these photo album events as well. We have to collect specific photos that you can see at the top. The biggest picture on this page is the photo album where we, get diamonds and stuff for collecting pictures. But I've decided to stop including those now because I feel like they don't really add that much. I guess I could like trim them down, but there's a lot of empty space when you save the graphic off the game, and I don't know if I really need to keep those. I could just print off those photos myself if I want. So yeah. And then of course I had to take some pictures of like, and here you can see me. I got both of the 4-star banners in this patch. I didn't pull for the 5-star, although I kind of regret it now, at least just for the lipstick. But I got the Shepherdess and the Witch Academy outfit, which was so cute. And of course I had stickers from Planella of those, so I included those. And I obviously did some outfits with them and took a picture with Allison, who turns up in mid-update. I love my little Allison friend. She's so cute. And then at the bottom here, you can see the free outfit that we got. I think it was a free 4-star with the plaid dress. And that photo actually got like 25 likes as a snapshot. So I included that because I was pretty happy that it seemed pretty popular. I did that one and I said summer is on its way because this was sort of spring, summer. This was just before summer, this update. And then here I just have a page to do with the new platforming section that we got for this update. We haven't had too many more platforming updates after 1.5, but I guess we've had different styles. They like to change it up every update. So it's lots of different gameplay all the time. But I loved this platforming update because it was so trippy. It had like a 3D effect on it. And you could see like, you could just see how wacky it looked. And then in Momo's level, there was like floating plates of bacon. Well, it looks like bacon, but I think it's Chinese barbecue. Because this is a Chinese game and Momo loves barbecue, which obviously means Chinese barbecue. And totally off topic, but I was recently at our local Asian market and they had Lay's Chinese barbecue flavor. And oh my god, they were so delicious. I was like, this is what barbecue should taste like. So if you see those, the Chinese version of barbecue chips or crisps, you should try them out. They're real tasty. And of course I had to take pictures in my my fun outfits with Long Momo. The other page is a spring page that I already completed, but that was marking that I had finally picked up the very last Whim Star in Flora Wish, which the last 5 Whim Stars you have to buy from this character called Hattie, and they get very expensive. But the last one is like 3 million bling by itself. The one before that is 2 million bling, and so on and so forth. So it took a long time to save up and get those last Whim Stars, but I took a picture to commemorate that. And then obviously it was sort of spring turning into summer page, which I thought turned out really pretty. And I just used some washi stickers that I will also link down below. They're from Washi Books from Amazon, but I should keep in mind that only half of those books are actually pre-cut and the other ones you'll have to cut yourself. So this page here that I'm decorating right now is celebrating when I got the final evolution of Wishful Arosa. They're called, these 5-star outfits are called Miracle outfits, and they're actually free 5 stars. You don't have to pull on a banner on them. You just have to be able to collect the sketches and craft all of them. And then you have to do weekly collecting. Like, it takes a long time. Basically, you're collecting one thing a week to save up for 7 to be able to evolve it. So yeah, in Revelry season, I finally evolved Wishful Arosa from the first one to the second evolution, the third evolution, and now the final and 4th evolution. Well, really, it's a 3rd evolution. Anyway, this is the final form, and I used a different hair and stuff because I just wanted to make an outfit out of it. And I think it's so beautiful. I've been waiting for this. Like, literally, I started getting Wishful Arosa at the beginning of the game. So it took from December 2024 until, I don't know when Revelry season was now. A couple of months ago. We're currently on 1.10, I think. Yeah, and this is 1.4. So a while ago. But yeah, this is when I wanted to take some pictures in the Wishing Wood. This is near the beginning area in Wishing Wood by the lake. If you want to know where it is, to take pictures of my new Wishful Arosa all done. I really need to do a photo shoot with the Silver Girl Aria because I recently also completed that to full evolution, and Sea of Stars as well. We have 3 miracle outfits right now. And I've completed all of them now, so I'm very excited for the next big patch. But yeah, so I decorated that. I have lots of beautiful black and purple butterfly and things stickers. I love the way it came out. And then we have the beginning of 1.5, and they write 7 days until the collapse, and boy, did they not know. Basically, it was a really big patch. We got a whole new island called Serenity Island, and we got a whole new co-op area. This is when they added co-op to the game, so you have a whole co-op area called Sea of Stars, and it was incredibly buggy. PlayStation 5, a lot of PlayStation 5 users couldn't play the game at all, like couldn't log in for like 2 weeks. So they did actually extend this patch, so it's like the longest one we had. I think it was 45 days altogether, because people couldn't log in at all. It was incredibly broken, and it came with a whole new introduction, which, you know, I actually really, really enjoy it, but the problem, I thought I actually teared up during it. I thought it was so beautiful, but the problem is it incorporated, well, it was fine by itself, but it replaces the original introduction to the game entirely. So if you start the game now, you're going to get the Sea of Stars intro and not the original intro of the game. So I recommend, if you want to play this game, you should look up the original intro on YouTube, which it is available. It has like 40k views or something, because anyway, they changed the entire intro of the game to this, which I say in every survey that they need to change this back. Obviously, they need this intro for you to be able to enter the co-op area, but my idea that I tell them for every survey is have the original intro, and then once you finish the first chapter of the game, then have an event where you enter into this intro and then get the co-op. So you're only really missing out the co-op at the very beginning of the game, which I don't think is bad, because it lets you, like, you know, get into the game and understand its mechanics before you go into co-op. So if you start the game now, it might be a little confusing. It also features the 5 stars from this patch. We had 2 5 stars, double banner, and you cannot get them anymore. So yeah, I highly recommend. Also, if you've been playing the game, you didn't know there was an original intro. You got the Sea of Stars intro with the Crimson Feather and Mermaid outfits. I highly recommend looking up the original intro, because I did love it. And funnily enough, they've added this movie screen to the Sea of Stars, and it plays that in original intro. So I don't know. Obviously, they need to find a way to. They said it was really a mistake and they want to put it back, but obviously it's harder with new players. That was my biggest grievance with this patch. Otherwise, as a PC player, I didn't get much of any errors really. I had 3 days where I had the black screen error, and the black screen error was caused by a Windows 11 update. So you had to change the launcher to work in compatibility mode with Windows 7, and so then it would work. But every time I had to do it, like for a login, the next day I would take it off just to see if it was fixed. So I only had to do it for 3 days because the Windows 7 compatibility mode makes it load really slow. So I will say, if anyone's like, if it takes like 30 minutes for the game to load on PC, you should, and you ever did that fix, you should probably check to see that you need to change it back to Windows 11 just in case you hadn't. Because, yeah, it made the game run pretty slowly, but I only had to do it for 3 days, so not too bad. But, yeah, the intro change was pretty annoying, and I still add it to the survey to this day. Otherwise, I know a lot of people were mad that the new 5 stars, previously most 5 stars except for one had 10 pieces of clothing, like 10 outfit pieces. And these new ones had 11 pieces each. So technically it took an extra 20. If you hit max, so they guarantee you a 5 piece for the outfit each 20 pulls. And you will get it in that 20 pulls. Sometimes you get earlier, sometimes you get extra, you get lucky, you know what I mean? So the max pity for a 10 star, and usually what we ever got was, it was 200 pulls, but because these were 11 pieces, it changed it to 220, but you could get lucky, of course. So there was a big outrage to that because it went up by 20 pulls. I'm not as mad at that, but because I do like having like extra pieces if they're really good. But I'm glad that they haven't gone back to 11 yet. They possibly will. So they said they would never go above 11 pieces. And I've heard that in Shining Nikki, they get like 16 pieces. So, yeah. So I did actually pull for one of the 5 stars. I did 20 on the second one to get some makeup. But I did pull on one of these because we'll talk about it in a second when we go to the page, because I really liked it. But here I am doing some of my practical pages in Sea of Stars. You can see that I've also done at the beginning of the game. So how I was following courses, which is like achievements here, and then also the shard, the Heart of Infinity shard, where you also had to unlock things over time. So I thought it's just fun to have that. I could have my journal with me as I game and update it to make sure I'm on track of things. And I also did keeping track of making and evolving the Miracle outfit, which was a Sea of Stars there, which is like a classic outfit in the Nikki franchise. It was in Love Nikki and Shiny Nikki. So we got the introduction of it here as well. So yeah, I enjoy making these little practical pages. I think in my next journal, when I start it for 2.0, and I'm sure we'll have more things to do, like new courses and stuff, I will actually do these pages on camera for you, because yeah, I haven't filmed most of these because there was a lot to figure out, how to fit everything in, but I will do it next time so you can see how I actually set up my tracking pages. So here I just added some extra pictures from the game, from the update. You can see my little Millhouse, my Millhouse meme here. I took my picture of where I was all alone in my blue outfit on the new seesaw, which the seesaw is very silly, but I love the style of it, to be honest. But yeah, and then I realized afterwards from looking at the picture, I'm like, that's exactly like the sad Millhouse playing alone picture from Simpsons. So I made that little meme for myself because I thought that was funny, especially because a lot of people hate the seesaw. So I thought that was funny. I don't care about the seesaw. It's fine. In fact, so yeah, this is 1.5 and just recently 1.9, so months later, someone did the seesaw with me in Sea of Stars, and it was so funny. We were just doing the seesaw together, and it was cute. Anyway, it's taken that long, but I also put a picture there of the banner I didn't pull on, which is the mermaid banner. I had enough diamonds at this point because I had skipped so many banners, but yeah, I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted it, so, and I really wanted the other 5-star, which you can see at the bottom here a little bit. It's got angel wings, and it was a floating outfit, which I didn't have a floating outfit yet. We'd only had one with Wings of Wishes at this point. And I also didn't have a 5-star cool outfit, and that's what the Crimson Feather outfit was, because I was trying to get a 5-star in every tag for the styling competitions. So I ended up pulling for Crimson Feather here on the unfading banner. So when I pull a 5-star, I like to save the banner graphic, as well as the 4 stars and the Momo cloak, and just a general picture all together. So I did pull that, and actually this 4-star is probably my all-time favorite 4-star for this last year. I just love the honk shoe sleepy vibes, the slippers, and I love all 3 colors. I got both evolutions and the glow up, and I love all 3 of them, adore them. So you'll see if I'm going to have a page just for those in a minute. But I really loved Crimson Feather, and I ended up doing, I think I ended up doing 190 pulls in the end. So I got the first evolution, which I really wanted, actually, the purple. And yeah, so I was really happy with this banner, and I still use the hovering angel wings for my floating now. So I'm happy in the end. And as you can see here, actually the 2 long pictures at the top are doing the Crimson Feather cinematic that you get from the banner. And I was doing it with my friend Rage. I don't know if you're going to be watching this, Rage. Yeah, she's the owner of Bella Planella, and I influenced her into playing this game. And so yeah, this is our first time being able to co-op together, and we did the cinematic from Crimson Feather. It's just so cute. We also did some of the platforms together, and it was really fun. I'm not huge on co-op. I don't want to do a bunch of co-op, but I didn't mind the game being a one-person game. But it is fun every now and then to do some co-op and just be pretty with another Nikki. So I had to put that in, like, to document the first time I did co-op and with Rage. And then just had some pictures with Crimson Feather down the bottom, which I thought were really pretty, that I mostly took in Sea of Stars. Although I think the one where she's reaching up and I'm taking it from below is actually from the Serenity Island during the bubble season. So yes, here is my page for this outfit, the sleepy outfit. And I've got all 3 versions of it here. I did a full outfit with different things for the pink one there, and then I basically just straight up wore the 4-star and the other ones, but I just love it so much. And I still love the plaits, and yeah, oh my god, I just love this outfit so much. And I got some stickers here from Bella Planella using this outfit. But I was really happy and proud of this pink outfit. I actually had it for a couple of, on my outfit wheel for a couple of patches afterwards because I was so happy with it. I loved the little, flower sprouting out of her head and using the feather boa or the fur boa from the Monroe outfit. The name escapes me, but it was from, I think it was actually from the 1.0 patch, but it was during the Companion Day event. And the big round glasses from the Witch Academia outfit, it came out so cute. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave you for a second because I've already talked for half this video and I told you I wasn't going to gap the whole time. But I'll just have a little bit of music here until I finish this page and we'll come back. Alright, so as you can see here, I have another page of the album. I forgot in the previous, in the Revelry season, I was like, I'll print it off smaller because it's a bit silly. So, and I forgot about that, so I printed it full page again. But yeah, you can see how I think I'm just going to give up on printing this page. As much as I love doing the album collection in the game, and I think the graphic is really cute, I don't think it prints off or goes into the journal very well. So I'm just not going to do that in the future. And it takes up a big page, and at this point I have to start... I think I actually redid a lot of these stickers. I will say, if you want to know, I print everything off on removable matte sticker paper so I can like rearrange things. And a lot of these coming pages I completely rearranged and tried to like make them smaller, less pages, because I was trying to fit all of the patches in here. So, but at this point I should be able to fit 1.0 to 1.11 entirely in this one journal. So I was pretty happy with that. So here I've got some pictures and graphics from the Serenity Island part of this patch. It wasn't just Sea of Stars. We had a whole other island called Serenity Island to play on, which was a PC's heavy. This is what these little characters are. They're like ghost spirit rags. I personally really love them. So their stories are always honestly heartbreaking. And it gave us some good background lore on the abandoned district and a few other things there. So I really enjoyed that part of the update, and I feel like it gets overlooked when talking about 1.5 because people mostly focus on the boycott and the bugs and the Sea of Stars and not really the gameplay that we got. The theory is that they pushed the Sea of Stars ahead of time, so it's kind of unfinished, but the patch was just going to be the Serenity Island stuff, which would have been much better. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Executives, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that was, I wanted to put in just a few more pictures and a cute graphics to do the story. But in this section, we actually got a little event, which was a collab with a, I wrote it down later, but I think it's Shenzhen or Shenwan Green Foundation, who are doing work, looking after it and doing conservation for giant pandas in China. So this is a Chinese game, so they do collabs like that, especially also with culture. And so it was a whole event where we got to unlock stuff, and they would donate in our name to this foundation for pandas. So we had this little character called Bao Bao, and look how adorable. He's such a cute little panda. And we also got like some panda outfits like for Momo and ourselves. So I just wanted to mark in that cute little collab and the panda. And then at the bottom I just have a picture of the Stitch and Soiree, which is a co-op area where you could do a little fashion runway show. And I still haven't finished it. If you do it 10 times, 10 different nights, then you get a Momo cloak. But it's a very specific time that it plays, and for me it's 9 till 10 p.m. And I'm not always on the game at that time, despite streaming then. So I need to finish on working that. I think I've got 7 nights now, so anyway. That's the only thing with the Stitch and Soiree, is it's on Serenity Island and it's only at a specific time, so it's hard to get yourself to finish it, but I will soon. But yeah, we're just finishing up our little decorations and different mix of colors here, which I think turned out really cute. I brought in these journals, say traditional Chinese stickers. They are most definitely AI, which I do not like. But to be honest, it's incredibly hard to find non-AI traditional Chinese stickers that are good for journaling. Like you get a whole bunch of them. And I bought them specifically for an upcoming patch called Dancing Season, which is based on Chinese culture, which is not in this one. It's coming up it will be in the next video, basically, if I do more of this journal, which I might as well at this point. So I got it for that, and I was like, oh well, they were like €1 each, and like for these sticker books, and it's just going to be that one thing. It was just, yeah, I scoured the internet for other non-AI stickers of that nature, and they're just really hard to find. So in this patch, I did pull on a 4-star Waters Echo, which I love. I still love wearing the hair the most from this banner. It's just gorgeous. I also did a couple of pulls on the other 4-star, which I didn't include here because I didn't finish it. But I kind of wanted, I think I just wanted the hair, and I got the hair, and I got the hair accessories, so I was pretty happy with that. But I got the whole of Waters Echo because it's just a really pretty Grecian goddess kind of outfit. And then I saw someone in the Sea of Stars put out the mermaid prop, so I went and took a picture with that because obviously I didn't pull on mermaid, so I don't have the prop. But the fun thing about Sea of Stars and co-op areas is that people can put their props out and you can use them. So I obviously did that because it was super fun. So then the next page here, we're starting on the Playful Season 1.6, which I personally loved. I know some people weren't a fan of it because it was childish, but this actually, this basically coincided with Children's Day in China, which is a big, cultural holiday celebrating children. So I thought that was really cute. And also look at the 5-star. It's a big pink, beautiful dress with a hennin. I love hennins. I love medieval and early modern history. I did my honors thesis in uni on a medieval topic, and then I did early modern my PhD, but that was just because I can't read Latin. Yeah, so I love the hennin, I love the fashion here, I love the sort of fairy godmother look, and I actually really enjoyed this patch. It was really fun and light, and the colors all turned out perfect for my journaling style. I thought it was much more fun to use this lilac color. It was just easier to pull stickers together for this one compared to the more like the reddish updates, you know? So yeah, Playful Season, and this was in Stoneville, so another section of the main map, and it was just really cute. It was like their own children's festival that they have, Playful Hearts Day, and it was really cute. And there was a lot of I feel like there's a lot more in-depth talk in these side quests, very much about the fear of growing up, also children, like when people grow up around them and they kind of disconnect from them, and then they have this fear of growing up because they feel like adults kind of just like disappear from their childhood lives. And then there's also the feeling of when you're an adult and you lose that that childhood thing, and sort of like reckoning with both aspects of growing up and losing your childhood kind of thing. And I thought it was really, really sweet, the messages that came out about it, how it's like, growing up is scary, but you don't have to lose your childhood. You don't have to, lose these connections if you don't want to. And growing up is just another adventure, it's another thing you do in your life that's just as exciting as childhood. So I really enjoy those aspects of this patch, and just the aesthetics of it. Like, it's so cute. And I loved the giant chicken. You'll see a picture of that in a minute. I didn't get too much stuff from the shop. As you can see here on the side, I got the cute bedhead chic outfit, hair and makeup. Got the magic cauldron and a few of the outfits. I loved this little bear engineer outfit. It was so cool. And I did pull on the 5-star again for this banner. So I pulled on Crimson Feather, and then this patch I pulled on Enchanted Encounters. And then the next patch, which you will not be in this video, this is the last update that we're going to be journaling. But I also pulled the 5-star for that. I don't know. I had a lot saved up. A lot of diamonds saved up, so I was able to pull a lot. But here I pulled on this banner because I loved the 5-star and the 4-star, which is a cute prince outfit. Yeah, it totally spoke to me. And I love the Momo cloak, has the double hennin. It's just so cute and fun. And I also posted the screenshot of my pulls here because I thought this was a very lucky pull. I got 2 5-stars and 2 4-stars in it. And in fact, I finished this 5-star banner, which is 10 pieces. After the controversy of the last patch, I actually got it in 130 pulls. So So I actually did 10 extra pulls that I didn't really want to do, just so I could get the Momo cloak, because you get the Momo cloak at 140 pulls. So that's the luckiest I've ever been, 130 pulls, which is nothing. When you consider the max pity, so what you should expect to pull is 200. So 130, I was like, whoa. So while that was my best pull in the lot with the 2 and 2, I also had plenty of other good pulls. So I was like, I'm so lucky. I got a lot of luck this time. And then obviously I just took some pictures of it and the pictures of the makeup that they posted. And yeah, I was really happy with this 5-star. I thought it was really pretty. Oh, and it had a really cool animal grooming effect where you can do AoE grooming of animals, which I still use to this day because it's so good. Then here again, I have my questing pages. I got pictures of the man doing the chicken impression for children. Momo screaming on the Thuddy squash ride, which was crazy. They actually it's like a roller coaster almost that they created in the game. And then I have also lots of pictures of the hot guy that we talked to. And then I saved this dialogue at the bottom with, why does the vibe always becomes sad when we talk about adults? And that was Momo. He's very sassy. But and then the giant chicken. Look at it. It's so fun. And you could jump on it. And when you jumped on it, it clucked. There was a lot of talking about adulthood and childhood in this patch, which was very sweet. So the page done, I just put in those big butterfly stickers because I thought, hey, why not fill up some space? I also have a couple of pictures here from the mazes that we got. So instead of platforming, this is, I think, the first time we didn't get extra platforming levels as a side event. We actually got these mazes, and I know I believe the first and second one made some people motion sick. Or is it just the second one? But luckily I didn't get motion sickness from the mazes, but I thought they were really fun. I loved just, searching for everything in the mazes, and they looked really cool. They were very Escher, very backrooms vibes, very trippy, but they looked really cool. So there's a couple of pictures of the mazes there, which I thought were fun. I was in the line of sheep and the crying sunflower and just the castle sections there. So we had a cool month. And then I also pulled down one of the 4 stars balloon trip because it has a duck backpack and the balloons. And although I love them, I think this is the 4-star I regret pulling on. I don't really love all the other pieces, and I don't wear the duck backpack or wear the balloons very much. So I kind of regret pulling on this one, to be honest, but what are you going to do? It's still cute. I'm still glad I have the duck backpack, but yeah, it took me a long time to get it, and the balloons. So I ended up pulling the whole outfit. So I feel like what I regret when I pull is mostly 4 stars, to be honest. So I'm trying to be a bit more picky on what 4 stars I bother pulling on anymore. Because I know, they're much cheaper. So the 5-star banners, the 5 pieces every 20 pulls, and the 4 pieces are every 10 pulls, versus the 4-star banners, it's a piece every 5 pulls. But even though they're cheap, it doesn't mean I'm gonna love using them all the time. So yeah, I barely use this one, to be honest. So I kind of regret that, but what you gonna do? It's fine now. I still have plenty of diamonds. I resaved. I think the page turned out really cute though. Yeah, it's a new thing for me to be pulling in this yellow Tombow marker for this journal. I think this page, I think it was the most successful. But I think this is actually the last pages. So yeah, I haven't actually, I thought it was long enough. The original footage, because this is all sped up, was like 2 hours long. So we're just going to flip through all of the pieces, all the pages that I got done for the 3 patches here. And I thought they turned out really cute. I've since written in things since here, which you'll get to see when I finish this. I'll do a full flip through so you can see the full effect. But my handwriting is not very good, so that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this part came out, and obviously I still have to work on the next sections because I'm just many patches behind. But I'm glad I got to sit down and just spend 2 hours finishing up these parts. But yeah, let me know if you liked it. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Of course, I will do another part soonish. Continue on, and hopefully we can finish up this journal together. And also maybe leave down below some pink hearts for Nikki if you enjoyed watching this all the way through. Let me know what some of your favorite pages are. I think my favorite ones are all this playful season because they're just so pretty and I love the colors. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you've enjoyed. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye.